that?
Yes.
Number, what number now? Number 5.
Number 5.
Refusal to be involved. Refusal to be involved in any electioneering campaign. Refusal to be involved in any electioneering campaign. Refusal to be involved in any electioneering what? Campaign. Have you written that?
Yes, sir.
Next number.
Number 6.
Number what? Non-attendance. Non-attendance to election rallies. Non-attendance to election rallies. Non-attendance to election rallies. Non-attendance to election rallies. Have you written that?
Yes.
Okay, the next one. Refusal to sponsor any candidate. Refusal to sponsor any candidate for elective offices. Refusal to sponsor any candidate. Refusal to sponsor any candidate for elective offices. Refusal to sponsor any candidate for elective offices. How many have we mentioned so far?
7.
7. Okay. Let's explain what we have mentioned, isn't it? Not just to list, but let's get what? The explanation. Is that clear now? What we have as number 1 there? What is the age that you, what is the age for you to register for election or to register for voters card in Nigeria? 18 years. True or false? And I'm sure only a microscopic few, negligible number of us here have reached the age of 18. True or false? True or false? False. You that is 14 years. Stand up. She's telling us that she's 15 years.
Exactly.
And will accept that. So at the age of 18 years, you are eligible to register and receive your voters card. But what may cause you not to go for voters card registration? What may cause you to refuse to go for voters card what? Registration. These are political apathies, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That may cause you, maybe, probably, if you vote, your vote will not be counted. So you may not even, you are not willing to even go for voters card what? Registration in the first place. Are we clear now? Because the time I went for voters card registration, the singular reason was for me to use it to open an account, not to vote. This is the class. We must be sincere to ourselves, isn't it? Now, our constitution demands that at the age of 18, you should be equipped with voters card and be ready to vote during election. Then what used is my voters card. What used is for me going for voters card what? Registration. When I know that if I vote, they will not count it. Or if they count it, they will not announce it accordingly. We witness that in other countries, true or false, but not in Nigeria. Because in Nigeria, our votes are duly counted, true or false.
Yes.
You witnessed that during the last general election, that our votes were counted, isn't it? And announced duly. And the INEC chairman was given the right by the constitution of the country to announce the winner. And he did that at midnight.
Yes. When men slept,
When men slept, what happened?
they announced the winner.
I think we all listened to it, true or false.
None of us listened to it. We heard the news in the morning.
And when the election, the winner was announced, The same INEC chairman in the second paragraph or page say that if you are not comfortable with the announcement, you should go to what? Seek redress in the court, true or false? Which was done, and at the end of the day, the INEC chairman, his announcement was still what? Withheld, true or false? Yeah, was upheld, sorry, was upheld, and then we clap on at the end of the day. And the economic policy so far have been favorable to the citizens of this country, and there has not been any protest whatsoever in the country. I think we are happy for Nigeria.
Let's say the government is trying.
The government is trying. Can we clap hand for the government of the day? What happened? Or do we look for female president in the next general election?
No. It's true now. We vote for the person.
We don't like female presidents. It happened in Liberia, and we can have one here too.
How many will suffer? They no will suffer.
Behind any successful man, there is a woman there, isn't it?
Yes. Woman for the
How many of you support the agenda of a female president? Put up your hand.
me like this.
Female president? That even the girls are not voting for female president. Why? They know themselves, isn't it? They are very dangerous.
Especially those women that have behavior.
Mind whatever you say. You're on live camera. Number 2, please. Refusal to hold what? Political offices. Yes. Like, if you discover, please pay attention. Most often, men of integrity are women of integrity. If they discover that the government of the day lack integrity, and there are some persons who wouldn't want to tarnish their integrity or image, true or false?
It's true.
During the last, I think it was 2019, 20, and 21, we had the issue of COVID-19, isn't it?
Yes.
There was a commissioner for health in Benue State. The man is a rich man already. I think he was a lecturer in abroad, retired and returned back. He was appointed as commissioner for health in Benue State. And then this COVID-19 money that was released into Benue State, the governor will receive the money and then ask him to come and sign. The money that he did not see, sign that you collected it.
Yeah.
And the man, being a man of integrity, willingly resigned. And when the press came, no, there are these amiable people, and asked him, sir, why did you resign? He told them for family reasons. That he resigned for family reasons. A man of integrity will not want to tarnish his image with the government that lack what? Integrity. And I believe some of you here, the government of the day we are experiencing currently have integrity, true or false? And if any of you is being called upon to be in charge of any ministry, I think you'll be happy to do that. Or you just refuse.
Ministry that will send money.
Okay, in charge of Ministry of Finance, to be the coordinating minister for economy and then finance. How many of you would like to take up that appointment with the government of the day? How many of you want to become CBN governor today now? Under this current dispensation, under this government? CBN governor? I think you told us that the person that was announced is not the right person. Would you want to tarnish your image and integrity with that person? Don't you know that a friend of a thief? You said it, I didn't say it. I said a friend of a thief is. You said it. So if the government is considered a bad government, an integrity, a man of integrity wouldn't want to take up any political appointment. He may refuse to hold political office until that era, until that dispensation is passed. Exactly now. Yes. Let's go to the next one. Number 3. What do you have? Number 3.
Refusal to belong or identify with any political party.
Now that starts with the question: How many of you belong? How many of you here belong to political parties? Have you identified yourself with any political party? How many of you belong to Labour Party? Only one person. Labour Party, put up your hand. I know what I'm saying. Okay. PDP here. APC members here. None. Okay. If your parent belong to Labour Party, put up your hands. Your parent belong to PDP, put up your hand. Nobody. As a citizen of a country, it behoves you that you identify yourself with one political party or the other. Church is not a look at this one. Say he belong to a church, and that is church is not a political party. Is that clear now? So if you discover that there is an apathy or a kind of political apathy in the government, people may refuse or may not want to participate or identify themselves with what any political party. So the reason for you not identify with any political partner is because you are not happy with what is happening. True or false? Give me the next number quickly.
Willingness to contest elections.
Yes. Even when you are being called upon by your people, by your community, please call home. It's the turn for our village to produce the next senator. Come and stand for us. We will vote you. Many of you may not want to come out. True or false? One, because of insecurity. The security of your security is not guaranteed. That of your family members are not what? Guaranteed. True or false? There are political assassins and kidnappers. During the day of election, you may be arrested. True or false? Or a family member that is so precious to you may be kidnapped. True or false? And you cannot concentrate. They may not ask you for any ransom, and they will just ask you to step down willingly. And then during the day of election, you now take up the platform and say, I, Honorable so and so, I want to announce my withdrawal from the race. I am now giving my support to my political opponent, and I want all my supporters to support him for the betterment of this country, for better Nigeria. That we are all citizens, one Nigeria for all. And then you just clap. What happened like that mostly is not because the person is willing to step down, but he may be coerced or manipulated under tension to announce his withdrawal. And in such cases that your security and your family members are not guaranteed, you may not want to contest for what? Any election in the country. Are we clear on that now? The next number is what?
Number 5.
To be involved in any election.
Number, yes.
Number 5. Refusal to be involved.
Electioneering what? Campaign. How many of you have witnessed, please pay attention, please. How many of you have witnessed a campaign program where the people that went out for campaign have been scattered by hoodlums? How many of you have witnessed that? Either physically or online. They will come with gunshot and start shooting into the air or into the crowd, and people will be scattered all over the place. True or false? You may not even know where you are heading to. You are running helter-skelter because you want to save your life. True or false? So your security is not guaranteed, and even to go out for campaign, you don't want to go out for campaign. True or false? Maybe your uncle is coming out as a senator or as a governor of a state and say, please come and stand as my campaign chairman, and then go to social community where you know that they produce hoodlums and thugs, and go there and organize political rally for me. Let them know that I have arrived. That nothing will happen to you. God will protect you, preserve your life, and you come out with your teeth complete.
I will tell you that God will protect you first before He will protect me.
The politicians will be coming to that place with security and the ordinary supporters without security, and they will ask you to come. And they come there with their bulletproof cars. And the moment there is a gunshot, the security will cover them, enter their car, and zoom off. And then the supporters, what happened to the supporters? At the end of the day, if you lose your life, they will come to your family and make unnecessary promises. Give out phone numbers that you will reach them. And at the end of the election, the phone number will no longer be reachable.
Yeah.
In fact, you'll be told by Nigerian network system that the number you are dialing does not exist. That you should check the number again. Before the election, they are in the market eating corn with you. I am with the commoners. They come to the field and buy footballs for you, and even wear jersey to kick ball.
Yes.
But after the election,
Even go to the gym.
you will not see them again for the next 4 years. During the time of Barack Obama as the president of US, without security, he was on sport bike, riding on the street. On the street. But can that happen in this country? That our president can be on sport bike and without any security, and people will be waving at in our presido. Our presido.
The last person went right down.
He can come to Kurudu here and move around without security.
The way boys compete, even if no good.
And then we just look at you and say, come and take small money. So our campaign is marred with what? Distractions, insecurities. So people may not want to identify with electioneering campaign. Exactly now. The essence of campaign is for the candidate to air out their manifestos. But at the end of the day in this country, you ask somebody who is coming out for political post or position or office, what are your agenda? What are your manifestos? He will tell you, I don't know. Let me get there first. Like, and they may even tell you lies. If you vote for me, there will be free education, free medical health care,
Free electricity.
24 hours electricity supply. I think you are having it now, isn't it?
What NEPA did yesterday.
Then you go to government hospitals and clinics, you are treated free of charge. Is that happening?
It's happening in my
And then you have good roads where you can do your business, isn't it? What's the next one, please? Give me the next one. Is it the same thing with electioneering campaign? Go to the next one.
If you like to sponsor any candidate for
Elective offices. Sometimes people that are economically inclined, like Aliko Dangote and the rest, they may want to sponsor a particular candidate for a particular office. Exactly now. Not for the essence of you, the person paying them back, but they may deem it fit that this person is of good character, is an upright person, that if the person get to that place, the right policy will be formulated and be what implemented. So in such cases, you can sponsor such what candidates. But when it's discovered that the government is corrupt, can you sponsor a candidate that is corrupt? No. Why? Because the person is what? Because it become what?
It is corrupt.
I believe that with the 100, we can have one person that is right among the two of us.
Yeah.
Among the governors in Nigeria, we can have one governor who can say this one is upright, this one is of great integrity.
Yes. I know.
Which of the states?
Abia.
Which of the states do we have a governor that is upholding integrity?
Abia.
Abia. Are you from Abia? Are you from Abia State?
I'm not from Abia. Why you just really call the man state? The man is trying.
Let's look at, please, subheadings, please, subheadings. Let's go to the next subheading. Let's not waste our time. Reasons or causes of political apathy. Reasons or causes of political apathy. Reasons or causes of political apathy. Those of you that are not writing, I'm going to ask you questions and you're going to list for me accordingly. And if you are sitting down here, or causes of political apathy, if you are sitting down here, you are not offering it, better leave now. It will be funny if I ask you a question and you cannot give me a meaningful answer. Reasons or causes of political apathy. Number one, reasons or causes of political apathy. Can we go to it now? Frequent riggings of election. Frequent riggings of election. Frequent riggings of election. Riggings of elections. Frequent riggings of elections. Frequent riggings of bad governance. Bad governance. Bad governance. Number 2. Where's the duster, please? Number 3. Electoral violence. Electoral violence. Number 3. Electoral violence. Number 3. Number 4. Electoral violence. It's even on the board. Number 4. Political culture and belief. And belief. It's on the board. Political culture. Number 5. Judicial corruption. Judicial corruption. That is number 5. Number 6. Government unfulfilled promises. Government unfulfilled promises. Government unfulfilled promises. That is number 5. Number 6. Is it number 6 now? Hey, what number? Are you short?
Nobody is short.
Where is Esther? Is there anybody here who is tall like this? Where's the Bathsheba? What name is that? Is it in English or in Yoruba? Hebrew. What is the meaning?
Ethiopia.
Stealer of a husband? Or husband snatcher? Husband snatcher. Number 7. Discrimination against women. Discrimination. Discrimination against women. Discrimination against women. Number, what number now? Number 8, poverty. Number 8, poverty.
Number 9.
Fear and insecurity. Number 9. Fear and insecurity. That is number 9.
Fear, insecurity.
Fear and insecurity. 12. Tell her, thank you. Say thank you.
No, sir.
Tell her thank you.
No, sir.
Fear and insecurity. That is number 9. 9.
Fear is a
No fear. Come. You are from which community?
Benue.
No. You are from Abia State.
No, sir.
Okay, from Orozo.
No, for where?
Onyen Chifi.
No. I'm from Idoma.
Which part of Idoma?
I'm from Ado. I'm from this Utukon.
Utonkom, mostly the people from Utonkom are Igbo. They are Igbos.
I don't join them.
So let's look at number 1. Can we give explanation to it? Number 1. What do we mean by frequent rigging of election? No. What does it mean by rigging? What is rigging?
Taking of snatching ballot votes.
What does the word rigging stand for? Manipulating. How do you manipulate?
Change figures.
That is the word I want to hear. To change.
To decipher.
Rigging means what? Changing. Frequent changing of what? Election. When somebody is voted, the electoral officers will turn the election or change it. That is what we mean by what? Rigging. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Rigging is part of electoral malpractice or malpractices. Please, the noise is becoming too much. It's like this your friend is contributing to. So when election is said to be rigged, it means that the actual count have been what? Changed. Is that clear now? When do you think an election has been rigged in Nigeria here? When?
Last year.
When was an election rigged in Nigeria here?
Every election. Every 4 years.
Last year. Yes.
Can you provide a cogent reason or excuse or a kind of substantiate your claim that the last election was rigged?
Yes.
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 How?
Okay.
Please, I don't want Kuros answer. How? How? That is a claim. How? Give us reasons.
So let me give you.
Can I tell you something here? Do you know in Nigeria, most of your supporters sometimes, it doesn't matter the mixed multitude, the crowd that follows you. Some of the mixed multitude may not have voters card.
Yes. Like all these people in the
Majority may be following you, shouting,
yes.
LUP. And at the end of the day,
No,
ask them for their voters card, they don't have.
yes. So we are hyping them now.
And then the person that have less support, maybe the few supporters have voters card, and these are the people that will go out to vote at the end of the day. I am not saying that what you are saying is not right. All I'm saying is that you can also think it the other way around. Don't just think it in one way. Let it be on the two-way traffic.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear now? Are we listening? Madam, please. I'm disturbing my class. But when the citizens discover that their vote, elections have been changed over time, consistently, they may become tired of voting. Even though they have voters card, they may not want to go out to vote. That is one of the reasons that may cause what? Political apathy. He's calling apathy now. I don't know where he's coming from. Please and please. One of the causes we have mentioned is what? Frequent rigging of what? Election. Number 2, what is the reasons number 2?
Bad
Eh?
government.
Bad governance.
Bad government.
Bad
No, one thing I notice is that Some of the things you practice in the class during the exam, you will write it. Then after submitting the script, you will now remember the correction that you didn't do. It will change from mistake to error. And you will not be there with the examiner to explain. What do we mean by bad governance? The government that is not taking the interest, the need, the aspiration and desires of the citizens into consideration. Such government is into bad what? Governance. Is that clear now? The essence of you being elected as a leader and you are supposed to be a servant in quote. You have to take care of the person that have sent you to that place, not your personal interest, but the interest of the citizens should be considered. Is that clear now? Once a government does not consider the interest of the citizens, the desires, the aspirations, and the need of the citizens, such is said to be a bad government. A bad what? Government. Into bad governance. Into what? Bad governance. Is that clear now? Yes. Is there anything like bad governance in the house or at home? Like some of our parents, are they practicing bad governance?
No.
At home?
No.
Does it happen in your house? That your father wakes up in the morning, your parent wakes up, they don't care whether you go to school or not.
It don't happen.
Some give birth to mixed multitude of children. That some of the children they don't even know the numbers. They will wake up and look at this one and say, "Are you my child too?
Are you one of them?
Who is your mother?" How many of you know this legend? The popular musician, Fela. How many number of wives does he have?
95.
Fela has how many wives?
95.
40 or countless. What about Baba Frayo? You heard of Baba Frayo? You are just look at the Indomie generation. You hear such music like you go the dengue, you go the post. How many of you listen to that music? You know, that is Baba Frayo music, I guess. In those days, many wives, many girlfriends, many concubines, and he doesn't know the number of his children.
How possible is that?
Very possible.
Going to a club, sleeping with unknown women, and they are pregnant, you don't know.
I got it.
And they'll give birth to the children and bring it for you and say, "This one is your child too." Where are you going?
One by one. Only one. That one after the other.
If you must go out, you must answer my question. Are you ready?
Now they are very ready. Much ready.
The date and the day of the last general election.
No, you don't remember. I remember.
Did I ask you? I asked you a question and you are asking me, is it not? Are you returning the question back? Eh?
Oh, first one, don't worry about
Eh? What is the date and day? The day is what? Answer. You are not free to go since you cannot answer my question.
14, sir, February.
It was on Friday.
Last question before you go. Last question.
Do you be like
Before Atahiru Jega, before Professor Atahiru Jega as the INEC chairman, there was somebody before Atahiru Jega Who was the INEC chairman before Atahiru Jega? So I don't know that you can go. Hmm?
After Jega,
Hmm? How? For one person or the three of you? This is APP, Amebo People's Party. You take like this. Something that is matter of life and death. I don't know what that may be. Let me not be regretting after stopping them, isn't it? So let's go to the next one. What's the next one after bad governance?
Electoral
Violence. What is electoral violence?
fighting.
Fighting? You say fighting?
Yeah.
Yes. Please, let's take it one by one. Somebody say fighting. Yes, the next one. Destruction of what? Ballot papers. Yes. Toggery. Yes, practice of toggery. Can we know the set of people they use as thugs
Yes.
in Nigeria? Youth. Of what age?
From 20.
Have they ever used ladies as thugs?
Yes. They cannot do anything.
Shut up.
It's men. It's all those
So,
fearful men.
electoral violence may deter you from going out to vote, true of us, because your security is not guaranteed, isn't it? Your life is not guaranteed. You are not sure that if you go out, the soldier will sacrifice his life to protect you. When the bullet is coming, you will fall down. He will cover you with his body so that the bullet can hit him and then you will be saved. Or a police officer will just hide you and then use his body to block the door.
That one are only for free.
Or you can run and then stop somebody that is about to hit you and receive the slap on your behalf. Also, body carry a plan the cause of two fighting to hit you. An officer will just come and block the wood. Have you ever separated a fight and the 70% of the blow you receive it? Anybody like that? You did not fight, but after the fight, you have swollen face, or one of your teeth have been removed. Anybody like that here? Please, if you want to make noise, if you want to tell story in my class, I'm talking, you are still talking there. You. If there is an electoral violence, people may refuse to go out to vote, true of us, because I'm not sure of the next move. Do you know in Nigeria, if somebody pass here now and start running, all of us start.
Then they come.
You will not even have, then they come, then you hear one knockout, bah. How many of you wait for me to go out first?
I'll wait for you.
I think if they start shooting, you should protect your teacher first. When I'll see the guy block this door, another set will block this door and say, "I'll be saved. Let's collect the bullet for you." That reason may stop persons from going out to work. Give me the reason number. The next reason, please.
Political culture and belief.
What do we mean by political culture and belief? What number are you calling?
Number 5. Number 4.
Yes, political culture and belief. Please, where are you going? Let me just tell you this story that will explain the political culture and belief in this country. Two persons were on the table, a politician and a harlot. They went out and they're on the table drinking. And then the man introduced himself. I am Honorable Gabriel Atahiru. I am a politician, and I've never tell lies in my life.
Okay.
I've never cheated anybody in my life.
Okay.
And the girl turned and looked at him. I said, I'm favor a harlot, and I am a virgin.
It's possible.
The two of them, are they telling the truth?
It's possible.
They are women of integrity.
How do you feel when somebody stands before you and tell you I'm a politician? What is your view of that person?
Like
A criminal, a thief,
a liar,
a liar,
A bombastic element.
and it's the cause of every problem in this country, true of us. So the political culture and belief in this country that makes some persons body at all, that if you vote for him, you become a thief, become an armed robber, you become a liar. He will not take care of anything again at all. Some of you here now, if your brother come out and say, please brother, I want to contest in an election, I want to become the governor of the state, we begin to look at him as a ritualist.
yes.
True of us.
Yes.
That if he comes home, and then somebody call you, I saw your brother with one herbalist somewhere, and they say he should bring his brother, and then he returned to the house, say, he will now remove bundles of money and say, brother, take. Will you take the money?
Brother, no need that.
And then, brother, I bought this fruit for you. I know you love fruit.
Brother, no need that.
Thank you, I'll collect it, but I'll not eat that.
Oh, brother, come. I bring this food. I bought it from you. Let's eat together.
So I'll buy the food and come and say let's eat.
We'll eat together.
Many of you look at, because the way they have carried themselves, we may not even want to vote for somebody who is our brother, two of us. Because we look at politicians in these countries as liars, as cheats,
As
thief.
criminals,
Why are you calling them thief?
as looked at.
Okay, if your father is a politician, will you call a politician a thief? Let's be honest and sincere to ourselves. Let's say if your father or your mother is a governor of a state, will you still call politician ritualist?
No.
Not behind their back. Not them. Not them.
Lastly, there is this video clip. A lady take a guy home to introduce to the family. And then he came to the parlor, he saw the picture of Kanayo, oh Kanayo.
Okay.
He asked the girl, is this your father? He said yes. He turned again, look at patient Ozokwo and say, is this one your mother? She said yes. And then Zubi Michael walked in as the brother of the girl. And the guy just said, please. After they had a handshake with each other, the guy said, please, can I make a 1 minute call outside? He went outside the gate.
He pull his slipper.
When somebody told you that Kanayo is my father, what comes to your mind? Patient Ozokwo as the mother, what comes to your mind?
Wickedness.
Zubi Michael, what comes to your mind?
That one a killer.
Do you know on the marriage day, on the wedding day, because if you fucked up with my sister, you bring stainless. See this? I've never used it before. If the sister slapped you at home, will you still respond to that slap?
So divorce.
And he told you that you can never divorce my sister. That is for better for.
That one, God bless you when they slap.
Apart from Zubi Michael being your brother-in-law, if a woman slap you in the house, no problem. If you slap her, it becomes domestic what? Who made that law?
No.
I told the guys there last week that if your wife slap you, go and call your mother. I believe woman to woman is not a domestic violence. The next number, please. Please, we are still within the cycle of time.
Judicial corruption.
Judicial corruption. What do you mean by judicial corruption? If you are talking, just be cogent in your speech. Because whatever you are saying, just believe that if it is an exam, that is what you are going to write down. When judges manipulate cases to favor a particular candidate, is that clear now? That is corruption, true or false? I'm not saying they receive bribe. They may manipulate cases because the constitution has given them the power to be the interpreter of the law, true or false?
True.
So they interpret it based on their understanding, and you cannot question their interpretation, true or false? They will interpret it and advise you. So in the case where we have electoral cases, like we had during the last election, and we are quite aware that these electoral cases, I mean, the process of the election have been challenged in the court. And everybody, we are all happy that the process has been challenged because the process was marred with electoral malpractices. And we are happy that it's been challenged in the court. After the first court, they now appeal to the Supreme Court, isn't it? And then the Supreme Court, the cases, and we are happy that certificate saga, this saga, at the end of the day. Do you know what happened at the end of the day? What politician does is that once you concentrate on them most, they will cause a diversion. Like the moment he knew that the case is going to court, fuel subsidy started. We all put all our energy, channel our energy, our attention on what fuel subsidy. We forgot about what was happening in the court. Another issue, Nigeria, we are too engrossed with what entertainment, true or false? They may give money to two celebrities to be fighting themselves on social medias, and you want to follow up with the update. True or false? You want to follow up what happened today, what happened tomorrow, and you are using your data to just enrich them, where the politicians go to the backyard to manipulate their cases. When the case was announced from the Supreme Court, how many of you talked about it again? Anybody? Was there any form of protest? Because the hardship was so much, we concentrate our energy on hardship. Tomorrow they'll tell us the price will come down. Next tomorrow they say it will go up. The day they tell us it will come down, the next day it will become double. Then when you are thinking of 50 naira to buy that can no longer obtain
Sugar.
yes, again, sugar again. Will you be thinking of what is happening in the government? You won't be thinking about that. So our judicial system, the court and the judges, they say, is the last hope of the common man, true or false? And if the judicial system, the court and the judges have become corrupt, then where is the hope of the common man? The common man is not a poor man. The common man is an ordinary citizen in the country. Exactly now. Like you and I. Not that the person is poor before the person is called common. But you don't have any political positions or offices. So you are referred to as the common citizen. Exactly now. Yes. If the judicial, if they are taking any political cases now, election cases to court now, will you still believe it again? Because of what happened last time, true or false? Nobody believe anything. How can you graduate from? And I don't handle this, you pause. Exactly now. In Nigeria, we are scared of our life. That's why I asked him to pause. I don't know who is who here. Some of your parents are highly placed. They are politicians. And they will say, okay, that teacher in your class that I was watching in my office, where does he live?
Now share location.
And you don't know. The student will come and meet you and say, sir, how far now? How are you doing? People like say they live for those. They say, no, I'm not living. I'm living. I couldn't do here. You know that side, that side. Okay. So which church did they go now? You go, you call the name. So what time is your service? You call the name. When will you be going to church next Sunday? What time are you going? You mentioned. Do you climb bike or you walk? I climb bike. Where do you stop when you are in front of the church? Okay, no problem. It's actually 8 bar. Yes. Sir. The next one as we are just dropping. We don't have assassin in this country again. They are herdsmen. Yes, that is assassin in herdsmen dress. They will just come to church with jarabia. Useless. You can't just concentrate on your teaching. You lack materials to teach and you are mentioning names. They will waste your life. Do you know the police will not say anything about it? They will come and label you as a cultist. That it is the other members that came that wasted him. The next day they will broadcast the news, national dailies will carry. That is the end. And they say that boy is very quiet too. Now so then they look now, quiet people are cult members now. That boy is very rough. Oh. Now them now, then they rough. Whatever you look, or whichever way, how your look is, doesn't matter, you are a member.
The more you look, the less you see.
And then they will come to the class, say that's how they teach na civic narcotics, so they kill and last. No wonder. I said it. The way that's how they do, they were like say they fear ground. As enlightened people, educated people, people that are well aware of the situation of this country, and you are aware of your existence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't run into a conclusion about anybody. Always think the matter in two ways. Let it be back and front. If I meet you and I say this person is a thief, please don't accept that yet. Try to investigate before you run into conclusion. Nigerian prisons are full of innocent people. If you go for HIV campaign, we go there to test them sometime. When you go to the prison and you ask them, you don't know when you start crying for some people. Some in the night they just pick them and label them as somebody who killed somebody long time ago. And they don't have anybody to stand for them. The police will come and meet you. If you no agree, we will kill you. Just agree and we will free you. That is, they are telling you to accept so that they can free you. As you accept, they say, hey, na Indian. Murder case to prison. Then the police now will be promoted for catching such a high-handed armed robber, a murderer, from one rank to another. Innocent souls are in cells and in prisons. And some of you, the moment they call you to come and witness what you don't know, you will say that you know. Because they are giving you money. You swear as if. The next number, please. And unfulfilled promises. Who make promises and never fulfill? Is it government or the politicians? I remember when Buhari was coming to the office of the president during his campaign. No, that one is during his campaign. He promised us, we listened to that live campaign in Lagos, that he's going to be granting the citizens of this country social welfare. That if you are unemployed every month, you'll be receiving salary. At the end of the election, they press people, they amebo. Or gather thing where you talk. How far? You won't do them? He said he didn't promise that it was his campaign chairman and Tinubu and the rest that made that promise, that him as a president, it was the party. He said it was the party that made the promise, not him that made the promise. Then the next person that was coming after him said that it is his time, that he's going to fix the Nigeria, that he know where the button has been cut from, and he know the exact point to fix the button, and the Nigeria will become fine again and better again. Renewed hope. And I believe at the end of the day, the promises he made have been fulfilled and the hope have been renewed. It's like promises made to women that never fulfill. I know you do that a lot.
No, sir.
Yes.
I will take care of you and you have one trouser. And yes, I blame you. Somebody wear one trouser today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. And then the iPhone that the mother used and gave to him. I will take care of you. All your needs will be sorted out. If you look at the sun, that is already a spanner. The trouser is open in between.
Yeah.
He will sit and always cross his leg. He will still take care of you, Abi.
Yes.
All the promises they made to you, has anyone been fulfilled? Are they fulfilled, all of them?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes.
I will take you to my home. My home is heaven on earth.
Yes.
Then when you see the hanger, only one cloth. The bedsheet has never been changed since you know him. That is the way our government make promises and they never fulfill. So next time when they call for election, you may be tired of going out to vote them, two of us. Because they will make promises. If they call and say, road, bridges, this, that, you just look at them and you smile. Okay, Tony, come on, they go now, so then they talk. How many of you know those promises they made to you, yes? I will marry you now, become a national anthem.
Yes.
So if another person starts now, so you have not changed the format. Two of us.
The former don't cast.
So what format are you using now?
No, like that person that I just said, not the former don't cast.
Have they changed? Have the guys changed the format?
No, sir.
No, sir. The same
To which one?
Yes.
iPhone 15.
I will buy you the world.
Then another thing which is not listed there, which I would like you to know, is illiteracy.
Yes.
Illiteracy and ignorance is the worst disease. If you have voter's card and you don't go out to vote, do you know you are the cause? You are part of the problem. If you had voted that time, your vote would have made a change. True of us. Let's look at it this way. If you have 90, then probably Mr. A is coming out, Mr. B is coming out. And then let's say 44 voted here. And then 40 voted here. From 90, how many is still remaining here? 6, isn't it? The 6 persons that would have voted for this person did not come out. If the 6 votes added to this place, you have what? And this one become what? 44. The person would have been declared what? Winner, as the right person. But since these people, 6 persons refuse to come out to vote because of their illiteracy, they no go count them. If I go there, they don't even give anybody anything from morning till night, hunger. If I go there, I will lose my life. They will not come out. So because of 40 and 44, who will be a winner? A will be declared what? Winner. And you think, and I believe that you accept the condition of the day, true of us. I started by telling you that some persons that have large supporters, most of the supporters may not have voters cards. I know a popular man in Benue State known as Young Alhaji. That time, he was having money that time. He contested against the former Senate President, Senator David Mark. He lost. Second time, he lost. So the third time, he carried his supporters to middle of nowhere and park all the vehicles, ask the security to block that side and block this side, and I say all of them should line up and show him their voters cards.
Okay.
Out of the people that followed him, only 15 to 16% carry their voters card. The rest don't have voters card. He discovered where the failure was coming from. They will follow him and eat money on the day of election. They don't have voters card to go and vote. If you are at the age of 18, register and have your voters card. Is that clear now?
Okay, sir.
I have my original permanent voters card. You understand what I mean by that? That one have microchip on it, like as if it's like a MasterCard. Yes. So you can vote and have your permanent one. There is no big deal about that. It will help you during vote. Your vote can make a change and can turn the bad government into a good one. Exactly now. Try and vote. If you see the analysis I've put on the board for you, your vote matters a lot.